just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. And off we go from South Florida. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. But even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
What is it on?
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 38 now, here's second and a couple.
What is that?
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. In motion, it's Odunze. On first and 10, it's Williams. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 31, here's second down and 9. In motion, it's Odunze. Williams to throw on second down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Whoa! And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 26. And it sets up first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Odunze, touchdown Chicago. His 4th TD grab of the season. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Devon Achane. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Zion McCollum there on the tackle. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Ready, shot. Ready, two. Watch it, Oscar.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 35 yards.
Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready, ready, shot.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Miami.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Hey, get set. Ready, two. Shot.
Tua, give it to Achane, and he's in! Devon Achane, touchdown Dolphins! Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Bears take over.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Williams. He'll get this to the Missouri man, Luther Burden. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Here's Williams now to throw. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Roll Odunze. Touchdown Bears. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 of the throw. That one out wide to Achan. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Tua. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. They get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag.
Oh, the ball's out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On the toss, they'll run. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
The advantage of running toss plays to the perimeter, Mike, as opposed to handing it off, is it just allows you to have to block a fewer amount of the defenders. You really can cut the defense in half and say, okay, I just need to block the perimeter defenders because none of the interior guys have a chance to catch my back.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
What is up?
Moore going in motion. First down throw there is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What is it?
Throw it again. It's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Zach Sealer in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Makes the score Bears 21, Dolphins 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Tennessee. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
2. Let it slip.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. No chance at all. He'll go down. Jalen Phillips in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down.
What is it on? Here we go. Punch
To throw is Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Second and 10. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Ready to run.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On third down, it's Williams. Rolling right.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Tua. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. To break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10.
Hey, 21 T8. Hey, out.
From the gun, here's Tua. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard
Now some
line.
movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they will get the first down here and move it to field goal range inside the 25.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now a first down throw for Tua. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. That is hot! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead, go. Ready. Come on, 2. Watch it, Oscars.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's hit into the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's now.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Ready. Get on.
Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They're right here. Out.
On 2nd down, here's Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. 17 yards that time. The number 17.
That's good.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. Drive will start on the ground. And a strong 1st down run. Picked up of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bears 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Williams. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now a handoff, running right. Now they are in business, inside the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Chicago.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They face 2nd down and 7. Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The Bears call out their field goal team. This about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bears going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
It's safe. Hey.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Go ahead.
Now it's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And to pick up 3 or maybe 4. He's tackled there by Quiddy Peck.
2nd and 6.
Boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6.
20, TX.
Tua gonna throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up And set up a third down.
Brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Chuanet on first down. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Tungo Bailoa. That is brought in at the 10. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Solo left Zion. Stop, ready.
To throw is Tua. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Ready.
Gordon. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Hunter Lipke. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. We got Hornets.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and Just nowhere for that back to go.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
On third down, it's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bears first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing again, Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, for the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
What is up?
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Bears are able to extend the lead.
38. Dolphins 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's safe. Go ahead.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Line. Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Throwing again, it's Tua. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Solo left Zion.
Again, it's Tua. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Tagovailoa. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Get safe. Go ahead. Ready?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Wait, Chief! Wait!
A shotgun snap for Tua. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
They snap it to Tua. This caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here's the toss as they look to run, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
What is going on?
Now give on the ground, and a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.